Welcome back to English Classes Online, where English learning is made easy. On this channel, our goal is to equip you with the linguistic tools required for effective communication and for success in your English exams. We teach everything English, and your proficiency is our business. If you are intending to take any of the English language proficiency tests, such as IELTS and Duolingo English Test, DET, you'll find links to our training courses in the description section below. Moreover, we teach you how to use the English language as an effective tool for creating content, monetizing content, and creating for yourself multiple streams of income on various online platforms. If you are interested in such lessons, kindly subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Make sure you click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video is uploaded on the channel you will be notified instantly. This will ensure that you don't miss any of our new videos. We appreciate all of you out there who keep supporting us by liking and sharing our videos with your friends and relations. Do not forget to browse through our playlists for other video lessons. In the description section below you'll also find links to different resources such as ebooks, online courses, and training courses that you might find useful for your English learning or for your content creation skill development. Let's get started with today's lesson right away.
Test your English grammar with past questions. This is the focus of today's lesson, and in this lesson I am going to give you the opportunity to test your English grammar rules with some past questions that will enable you to test your use of tenses, your knowledge of the rules of concord, collocation, and other grammar rules. Without much ado, let's dive into the lesson right away. Let's begin with the lesson objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to 1. Test your knowledge of English grammar by answering some past questions. 2. Explain the grammatical rules that govern the arrangement of words in English sentences. And 3. Correct your past errors in the following areas: the use of tenses, the rules of concord, collocation, and other grammar rules. So let's get started right away with the test. Now, we are taking our test from the West African Senior School Certificate Examination of June 2018, English Language, objective test questions, and we are taking the test directly from section 5. Now, here is the instruction. From the words or group of words lettered A to D, choose the word or group of words that best completes each of the following sentences. Now, we are going to begin with the first question. And what you are going to do is that the moment the question and the options appear on the screen, then you can answer the question by choosing the correct option. Now, while we go through this, you can pause the video at any point to think about the question and to pick your answer. Now, you can possibly get a clean sheet of paper and number the sheet of paper with the numbers you are going to see on the screen. You have to begin with 41, all right? Number 41, and number 41 to 70, because the questions will be from 41 to 70. That is the section 5 you will find in the West African Senior School Certificate Examination of June 2018, the objective test questions. Okay, so now let's begin. you go through the question yourself as it appears on the screen and then answer the question. Now, get prepared for the answers. I hope you have gone through it and you have been able to pick the correct options. Now we are going to go through it again and I will show you the answers and give you some explanations concerning the grammatical principles underlining the choice of each correct answer. So let's get started right away. Now the instruction, let's go through the instruction once again. From the words or group of words lettered A to D, choose the word or group of words that best completes each of the following sentences. Question 41. Every one of the students dash to be excited about the excursion. You can see that the answer is seems to be excited. Now, everyone, this is a test of your knowledge of the rule of concord. You know, everyone. This is a singular subject. You know, the rule of concord states that a singular subject requires a singular verb. And so every one of the students, the actual subject here is everyone, which is singular. And so the verb is seems. Every one of the students seems to be excited about the excursion. 42, we would assist, we should assist the poor. Shouldn't we? So you can see C is the correct option. Shouldn't we? You know, we should assist the poor. Shouldn't we? The grammatical rule being tested here is the rule for using question tags. And the rule being tested here is that when you have an auxiliary verb in the main statement, the main statement, then this auxiliary verb is usually repeated in the tag. So, and of course, another rule is that when we have a positive statement, then this is followed by a negative tag. We should assist the poor is a positive statement. And then shouldn't we, that's a negative tag. Okay. 42, either he or you dash to clean up the mess. Now, here again is the rule of concord. When you have either, you know, then of course this is the use of correlative conjunctions. And so we have the rule of proximity. The subject that is nearer to the verb will determine the verb to be used, and so he or you. You is closer to the verb, that determines the verb, and you know you should always take a plural verb. So it's either he or you have to clean up the mess, have, because here if you remove either he or, then what is left is you have to clean up the mess. So that's how the rule applies. 44, if Musa had woken up earlier, he dashed breakfast. He would not have missed breakfast. This is the rule that has to do with conditional sentences. If Musa had woken up earlier, he would not have missed breakfast. Okay. So the idea of you need to capture here is that you know, where you have the past perfect tense, then that should also be followed by a past perfect tense. If Musa had woken up, he would have, you know, missed. So that's the way it is done. 45, he would rather appeal the decision than accept defeat. That's the correct option. 46, the student complained that he dashed the teacher, that he could not hear the teacher. Now, this is a test of your knowledge of sequence of tenses. Now, one of the rules of sequence of tenses is that when you have a past tense in the main clause, then this should be followed by a past tense also in the subordinate clause. So here, the student complained, that is past, that he could not, which is past as well. Okay. Question 47. My brother dashed in Lagos for the past 10 years. This is a typo. So this is 10 years. The correct option is D. My brother has been living in Lagos for the past 10 years. 48. I am totally disappointed with such poor grades. You are disappointed with someone or with something. So the preposition that goes with disappointed is with. 49, he is a doctor, but he dabbles in politics now and then. Now, the preposition that goes with dabble is in. You know, he dabbles in politics. You dabble in something when you get into it, either, you know, just for a while, not taking it seriously. You know, this guy is a doctor, but so he dabbles in politics. So in is the preposition that goes with dabbles. Of course, some people say dabble into, but that's not the appropriate preposition is in. Okay. Then 50, Dash arrived before the manager. Neither he nor I is the correct option because he and I are subjective pronouns. And here you discover that it is the subject. So it is wrong to say neither me nor he, because you can't place the objective pronoun together with the subjective pronoun. That would be a distortion of the grammatical rule. So the correct option is A, neither he nor I. And when you have to place the first person pronoun with other pronouns, uh, to be polite, you always place the first person pronoun after another type of pronoun. So it is not neither I nor he, it's always neither he nor I. Okay, that's the correct order. Excuse me. Number 51. The evening was rounded off. Off is the correct option. Rounded off with a dance. Now, the difference between rounded off and rounded up, you use off when you are talking of bringing a program or an event to an end, you know, concluding an event. But when you say rounded up, you will be talking of maybe arresting someone or some people. When you say the suspects were rounded up, okay, so that's a different meaning. 52, I dash have done the dishes, but shouldn't, sorry, I take it again. I dash have done the dishes, but haven't had the time. So the correct option is should. This is a modal auxiliary, which you use, you know, in expressing necessity. It was necessary for me to have done the dishes, but I didn't have the time, okay? I should have done it. It was necessary. 53, I have heard all dash you said. Now, it is incorrect to use what, because what is used when you are using it as a personal pronoun. But here, you need a relative pronoun Okay, uh, and the relative pronoun you can use here is that. I heard all that you said. 54. Life in the city is dash challenging for the lazy, much too challenging for the lazy. That's the correct option. 55. It is always dash that get the blame. Now, again, is a test of the kind of pronoun that should be used as a subject. Now, you need to eliminate certain things to test which one is correct. Now, can you say, when you remove all other things, can you say me get the blame? That would be incorrect. But you can say I get the blame. I always get the blame. All right? So it is I that get the blame. Okay? In most cases, when people say it is I or it is me, people get this always, they get confused about which one to use. Increasingly, in modern times, a lot of people prefer to use it is me, but then that is in informal situations. The accurate thing in formal situation is it is I, not it is me. Okay, it is I, especially when you are using it now as a subject. It is I that get the blame. It is not it is me that get the blame. No, it is I that get the blame. It is always I, because you cannot say me always get the blame. No, you can only say I always get the blame. So it is I, it is always I that get the blame. So that's the way it is done. 56. He spends a dash deal of his time studying, a great deal of his time studying. Great always goes with deal, a great deal of something, which means a lot of something. Okay, this tests your knowledge of collocation. Collocation is a grammatical concept or principle referring to two or more words that tend to go together. Certain English words always tend to be used together, okay? And when you talk of a great deal, those are words that go together. 57. I guess he holds dash sensitive position in the company, some kind of sensitive position, okay? 58. He always gives dash for coming late to school. He always gives dash for coming late to school. He always gives one excuse or the other. That's the correct option. One excuse or the other. Excuse can be pluralized. You can talk of one excuse or two excuses. So because it can be pluralized, then you can say one excuse or the other. 59. Dash you turn down the volume of the radio. I am trying to read. May you turn no? Will you turn no? To be polite, you use would. That is, the modal verb you use when requesting someone to do something and when you want to make a polite request. Would you turn down the volume of the radio? And sometimes you could add, would you please turn down the volume of the radio, or would you kindly turn down the volume of the radio? Or you can say, would you turn down the volume of the radio if you uh, if you don't mind? Things like that. Okay. 60. I know it's a secret, so I shan't tell anyone. I shan't means I shall not. Because this actually is a present tense, I know is a secret. So it's something you are talking about the present and the future. I know is a secret. So I shan't tell anyone. That means I shall not tell anyone. That is the correct option. 61. At the last minute, amid the backed dash of the plan, backed out. When you back out, then you decide not to do something that you earlier promised to do. You back out. All right. So that is the right option. So that is testing your knowledge of phrasal verbs. To back out means to fail to do something that you earlier said you were going to do. 62, he dash be very handsome, but I don't like him. That brings us to question number 63. During her early day school, she dash studied for hours. And when we look at the options, option A is correct. She would study for hours, because would as a modal auxiliary verb is used in expressing a habitual action in the past. She would study for hours. During her early days suggests a past event. 64. He dashed this morning in a dazzling white shirt. Turned out, and that is to come or to attend an event. You turn out. It could be a large group of people turned out, or even a single person. He turned out this morning in a dazzling white shirt. 65. The police have dashed a warning to all residents of the area. Put out is to publish, to present to the public. That is the meaning of the phrasal verb put out. When you talk of put off, you extinguish a fire, or put out can actually also mean, you can put out fire, but in this case, the meaning is to publish, okay? There are other meanings that you can derive from other phrasal verbs here. 66. My parents taught me a lot of lessons. Most of dash are difficult to forget. Most of which are difficult to forget. You use which when talking about things like lessons. You use whom when talking about persons, okay? 67. Zani dashed on a banana peel and fell down. Now, slid is the past tense of slide, so Zani slid on a banana peel and fell down. 68. I look forward to dash from you. I look forward to hearing from you. Whenever you use look forward to, what follows must be a present participle. I look forward to hearing from you. 69. I have made remarkable progress in learning French. You make progress in doing something, okay? And the last but not the least, 70, the beans have not been properly dashed. The past tense of grind is ground. Grounded is when something is, has come to a full stop. But this, when you talk of grind, you grind beans, and then the past tense is ground. Okay, so this is where we bring today's lesson to an end, which actually has been a test. I hope you enjoy the test. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find bell icon, click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share. He might be very handsome, but I don't like him. So might.